Hey there, my name is Doster, and today I'd like to talk about deeper living. And this is probably one of the most powerful realizations that I have ever had in my entire life. And it's one that keeps on happening. It's one that reoccurs as my life unfolds. And it sort of works like this, if I can sort of attempt to explain deeper living. You sort of look at life at any given moment, and there are a number of answers that come to this question, what is life? And on the surface, you think, well, life is the stuff that I'm doing, life is the feelings that I have, life is the future that I hope for myself, life is the way that I think, life is my perspective, life is my paradigm of time and space and conceptualizing culture and reality at large. And that's great, right? That's sort of the surface level stuff. That's actually the beginner's guide to what life is. And from all those different answers, there's many ways in which it's populated, right? We all have different values, different upbringings, different sort of tastes. And in fact, just assessing that, even just confronting what is it that you think life is a very powerful step. It is a very strong step towards deeper living. In fact, most people put off this question. What is life? What is going on in life? Because a lot of the time when they look at the answer that comes, they see something quite dark. They see something that might be having disappointment in it, frustration, hopelessness, pain, suffering. And of course, all of that stuff is only a small part of life, right? There is also tremendous beauty. There is also love. There is also opening to deeper living. So just facing the question is one big step, but then having the answers, and in a sense, knowing all of the answers, is another step. But then it goes beyond all that. It goes into something where you test out these different things and you realize that you don't know the answer. You step into this experience of being unable to articulate it and being unable to sense it. Because you can see that what it is that you're sensing, what it is that you're feeling is illusory. It's intangible. It doesn't quite get at what it is that you're really having. Like, what does it mean to have a life? Now, there are certain experiences that can bring you directly towards deeper living. When you have a peak experience, when you do an awareness intensive, when you have your own self-realization by coming into some new wisdom or new knowledge. All of these things can help tremendously towards deeper living. And another thing to understand is that each time you rediscover deeper living, it's new. It's a different kind of living. It's a different way of discovering it. It's a different feeling. It's a different taste. Now, of course, in one sense, it takes a tremendous amount of effort to move towards deeper living. You've got to try different things. You've got to change your life around, change your routine, change where you live, change your job, travel, take time out to invest in going into courses and seminars and personal development groups and meditation retreats and all of that stuff. Right? Most people don't realize the significance of that. Now, another side to learning to live more deeply is that when you get a glimpse of deeper living, many of the things that you used to live become frivolous. They become the sort of things that you don't have time for. things that you just can't do anymore. And another big realization that you might have is that there's no point in living the life that you're living if you can't actually learn how to taste it. If you can't actually have the experience. Like, are you having this experience now? Like, you're having an experience right now, right? But do you have it? Is it making its way into you? Are you seeing the power of what it is that's going on? Now, I don't mean necessarily that you hear the power of what I'm saying. Now, that's one way of looking at it, and I hope you can see that. But in another way, hearing the power of just the experience that you're having is, irregardless of whether you're hearing something profound or if it's a profound experience or not. That can happen with mundane experiences. And it's quite paradoxical that the most mundane, most normal, most straight ahead thing is just listening to a talk on the internet can actually be the most powerful thing. And in fact, there is a correlation, there's a sort of paradoxical correlation between the profound and the mundane that changes as you learn to live more deeply. When you live on a deeper level, you have more moments that are significant. And the things that are significant become more significant. And you become more sensitive. And the experiences that come to you because of your sensitivity become more powerful and make more of an impression upon you. You feel feelings more. You love more deeply. Colors look more bright. Smells smell more alive. Sounds become more symphonic. The words in your head sound a little bit more like poetry rather than nagging. And you start to see a tremendous beauty in the people around you. You can start to see how actually you love the people that are in your life. And of course, you would be heartbroken if anything was to happen to the people in your life. And you can see how heartbroken people would be if anything was to happen to you, and there are people that really care about you. And this journey, this opening to deeper living is vast. It's multidimensional. It's ever-changing, it's flowing, it's a process, and it has many ups and downs and meanderings. Now, another thing that can help you with deeper living, and the deepest depths that I've found, is time travel. So sensing how deep time is very much an important part of deeper living. And because of my experiences and because of all that I've learned, I actually created an online course on time travel. So you can learn how to do time travel and all of the related skills that go along with that. Active imagination, routine building, visualization, transcendence, self-inquiry. And there are guided meditations, there are talks, there are metaphors, there are techniques, there's all sorts of things, along also with lucid dreaming methods and time dilation methods. So you can learn time travel, enroll in my online course, follow the link in the description of this video now.